Hey, this is Tyler with Diesel Geek, and today's video covers the Mk6 Deluxe Shifter Bushing set. Mk6 Deluxe is compatible with Volkswagen Audi product from roughly 2008 through about 2014, 2018 in the Jetta sedan. Most importantly, this kit applies to all of the vehicles that use this shifter. So if you lift the boot up, the Mk6 shifter is characterized by the fact that it's a magnesium body with a metal ball here and a plastic ball socket. So the earlier cars use a different one, and then the later cars are the MQB cars. Everything's plastic. Let's get down to the components, and then we will move on to where they go. Kit is comprised of our cable saver bushing set, the Mk6 super pin and first gear getter combo, the solid stick shaft bushings, the 5mm alignment pin, and you have the option for the super slider. And before I show you where all these components go in your car, it is worth mentioning that the most up-to-date installation instructions are going to be found at these individual products' respective product page on our website, and we have links in the first paragraph of the Mk6 Deluxe product description so that you can just jump right there and see what you're getting into before you go to work on your car. And particularly with this super pin, there's some components that have to be epoxied in there and allowed to set up, and so you really want to be able to make sure you give yourself appropriate time to do that. So I encourage you to watch all those videos before going to work. I'm going to flip this box over and show you we'll start with the cable saver bushings. So we have this bushing here is our replacement front to back cable saver for this cable. This is our side to side cable saver bushing, and that's for this guy. And then this clip is for the side to side cable bushing, because it's a little bit different style than the one that you remove. But one word of caution before you go and attack this front to back cable saver bushing is that unless your factory bushing is already coming apart, you really don't want to go there. The reason is the rubber is bonded to the plastic, and so it can be quite a fight to remove that factory bushing unless it's really ready to come on out of there. All of these components can be installed without lifting the vehicle and without removing this box. However, you'll have to drill an access hole right here using an 1¼ hole saw. Moving on to this super pin. The super pin lives right here, and it replaces a loose tolerance factory part that only has a single support bushing. And so our super pin has two high precision bushings that it rides on, and it pulls all the slop out of this forward pivot here, which makes your gate selection a lot more precise. And then we couple that with our first gear getter, which is a lot more robust than the factory piece that this shifter box came with. And then moving on to the solid stick shaft bushings, those go here and here, just below and above the spring. When those bushings go bad, sometimes you'll go to push the stick down for reverse and it just won't pop back up, or it'll just have a lot of play there between the stick and the stick housing. And then the 5mm alignment pin is just for performing a shifter alignment after you have all the pieces installed. So that's what that does. And then also, I do encourage you to shim up this ball. There's a bridge here that we've clipped, and then we have a procedure that we've made a video for closing down this ball, which has a pretty profound effect on the amount of slop and movement that you end up with in the cabin shifter assembly. So that really covers the interior components. We'll now move out to the engine compartment, and I'll show you where this super slider goes. So the Super Slider replaces this white little factory sliding piece here. And as you can see, there's just a bunch of slop between the slider and this front to back channel. The parts weren't made with particularly tight tolerances, and because the factory sliding piece is so tiny, it tends to wear really rapidly, whereas our late Super Slider has a lot more surface area, so it lasts longer, and it's machined to a really tight tolerance, so it just doesn't flop around in that front to back piece there. But those are the components of the kit and everything you need to make your Mark 6 nice and tight. Thanks for watching, and that's about it.